It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a short pickup to about the 25. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Looking to throw. May. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Throwing here is May. And Thomas has it. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Panthers at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll throw with May. Thomas has got it, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Short one here, caught by McBride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
To the air, May.
He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's May.
Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. You look at this Carolina defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Let's go now. Hey!
He'll drop to throw.
That's complete to McBride.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flushed out right.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass to the right,
and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Carlson able to put this one through.
And it's 3-0 Washington. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina.
Brian Thomas.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Dancing away at the 35. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have retaken the lead.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. To throw, it's May. That is caught.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's May.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run. And they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
And they go play action with May.
Out to his left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 1. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now back to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Robinson with another carry.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And now an audible here into something else. Here's a quick throw to McBride. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Trey McBride
from 21 yards away.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, hurt.
Looking to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's McBride. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rolling to his left. Touchdown! Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll throw with May.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his...
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Pass complete to Addison.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the gun, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Brian Thomas,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
19 tight, 19.
May going to try and throw for it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Left side, he's got Robinson. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To the air, May.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing here is May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And that'll be taken just outside the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. Dances by him. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
from the 37. They work on 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go now.
And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough